Okay, I'm going to give this field another crack, looking for that gold watch. I've parked the Simplex. Simplex is a good machine, but I prefer my 400i in the field. I think the Simplex, I'll keep that for the beaches. And yeah, I still have the feather still with me. So the wind is very bad at the moment, so I hope you'll be able to hear me. Anyway, it's time to crack on to the next. Okay, back out looking for the gold watch. Second signal. First signal was Canslaw. Second signal, I think it's my first, after 5 years detecting, bag seal. And it's got markings on it. I'm delighted with that. I know people are sick of finding bag seals, but when you haven't found one, it's a pretty special find. There's some details on that too. I don't know if we'll make anything out of that, but there's details on the back as well. The wind is really howling here, so I hope you can hear me, or hear enough of me. You're probably sick of listening to me, actually. I'll clean that up better when I get home. But a bag seal, absolutely delighted with that. On to the next one. What a difference. What a difference turning off the fencer makes. I'm in the area where the watch is meant to be dropped, and right overhead, big power lines. Big power lines overhead. I don't know if you can hear me with the wind. But the farmer rang me a minute ago. He said, I'll turn off the fences there for you for an hour. And I was saying, geez, I don't want the cattle to break out now. I said, no, it'll be grand. So he turned off the fencers right under the power lines. The field has gone quiet. It's great. And first signal, and I went over this area. That gives me great hope that I will find the watch after all, with the fencers turned off. So hard when you're getting so many false signals. That looks like a halfpenny. Tell you what, I'll clean it up and I'll get back to you. I've tried to clean it up. It's a bit toasted, but I think if you look in the middle there, you can see the strings of a harp. I don't think it's modern Irish, so it could be a Hibernia. That would make it possibly a George III. These little pellets around the edge might mean something as well. But I can't make out a bust or anything just yet. Maybe when I get home and dry it. See the strings? I think that's the strings of a harp. It could be a Hibernia. If it is, that's a great find. On to the next. What a day this is turning out to be. Another first. I was just telling somebody lately how I never find these, and I see everybody else finding them. An Irish sixpence with the greyhound. I'd never found one of these. Yes, bye. It's modern, but I mean, I think they're Cuppernickel, but that doesn't matter. And right again, right under those power lines, like a minute after finding that halfpenny. Where's the year on that? $1964, maybe. I think that's a 64. Yes, delighted with that. On to the next, very happily. It's that time, folks. Is it a button? Is it a coin? Is it a button? Is it a coin? I think it's a button. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a button. That's all right. The finds are just coming up one after the other now since the fencers are turned off. It's amazing. Yeah, that's a button. Looks like there might be something on it, or maybe it's just corrosion. I'll get back to you if it's anything interesting. On to the next. Oh, the wind has really picked up. But this is turning out to be some day. I've got a coin ball. Now, it could be a button ball, but I think I see details there. It's fairly toasted. Let's crack it open. What if I put you sitting down? I will crack it open together. Oh, that was a coin, I'm sure. What is it? Yeah, that definitely was a coin, I think. I thought I did see a kind of a bust. You see a bust there? I'm not sure anymore. I don't know, I'll have to investigate that a bit more. You probably can't even hear me with the wind, which is probably not a bad thing. Right, we'll file that under to be continued. On to the next. I don't know what that was, but I wish I had the rest of it. It was coppery bronze brass. It's curved. Was it part of a big dish? Could never have been part of a bell. That's too big of a curve. I mean, it looks like the edge of a bell. But no. I wish I had the rest of it. Right, and this is directly under those high power lines. Well done, Garrett. You're playing a blinder, boy. On to the next. Hi guys, I'm going to try and do a wrap up of yesterday's quick hunt. It was about just over 2 hours, and I would call it successful. I picked up a few coins, my first bag seal, and a few other little bits and pieces. Start with the trash. There wasn't a whole lot actually in my first moo tube, which is strange. There isn't a whole lot of moo tubes there. So a bit of a pipe, can slaw. We'll throw that back into the coins pouch. Brush the dirt to the side. Right, I'll start with something I didn't film when I dug it up because I thought it was trash, and it probably still is. But it was this. And when I got to the bottom of the hole and found this, I thought it was a lump of corroded cast aluminium. But it's not aluminium because it's very heavy. Really heavy actually. It's like lead. I have a little scales here. Got that little scales in the hope I'd be finding loads of gold rings, but yeah, that's still yet to happen. My little scales says 91 grams. I don't know, do I believe that scales? I haven't tested it on a known weight yet. But 91 grams is fairly heavy, if it is, for that size of an object. It just doesn't look like lead. It looks burnt. So what I'm thinking is maybe it's if somebody was melting lead and they skimmed off the impurities off the top, you know, the slag. Could that be it? A slag ball, a lead slag ball? Because the colouring is kind of all wrong. Well, there's grey and there's yellow and brown, black. I don't know. It wouldn't be a meteorite or anything like that. If anybody knows what a meteorite should look like, Anyway, I just said I'd show you that one. So we had 3 coins. That one, not sure. Suspect it's a Hibernia. That's the 1964 Irish sixpence. Delighted to get that. I know the earlier ones would be silver or have an amount of silver in them. But look, I'll take that one. 1964. Happy to get that. Lovely bag seal. Trying to make out what the markings are, but I just can't. If anybody knows what that says. Or there. Yeah. And this little fragment of something. Bronze or brass. Looks like the rim of some sort of a dish. I'd love to know what that was. Might be nothing. Anyway. But this is very interesting. And I've been scrolling through various images on Google to try and match up what I can see with something. And turn on this light here. So, where are we? So the first thing I noticed anyway, since it's dried out, I can't make anything out. So what I have to do is get my little spray bottle and wet it. So now what I can make out is there's a little harp. There's a little harp right there. And actually, I think that's it. I think that's the way it goes. So that's the bottom of the harp. The pointy bit. The strings are going at that kind of a angle. See the harp? Now I was trying to match what coin could that be. And the closest I've come to is, I don't know if it's Britannia or whoever she is, but I made out that somebody is sitting on a harp and holding, that's an arm holding up something. So I went scrolling and I've come up with, this is King, where is it? King George the First. And there she is there, leaning up against the harp. But the bust that I can see on the other side doesn't match. If I'm looking at it right, the bust looks to be looking left. So, I don't know, is there a King George II that was looking left? See, there she is again. What's that one? Nope, that's Britannia sitting on her shield. Yeah, everything I'm seeing is looking right with the lady sitting on the harp. And I think that's King George the First. So if that is, this is a really old coin. We're talking early 1700s. But she's definitely, that's her there. I'll get you in the shot. The light. Where's the harp? There it is. Bring the light over here. So there's the harp. See, it's drying up now, and it's hard to make things out when it dries up. Give it a little spritzer. Yeah. So there's the harp. There's her dress, her knees, and there's her arm sticking out, holding up whatever that is that she's holding up. there. Now, so I'm saying King George the First, early 1700s. But the bust is busting my chops, because the bust is definitely looking left. So maybe it's King George II, and I just have to find a King George II. Maybe it's earlier than King George I. So this is where the bust is. Get that in focus. That's the chest, the chin. There's a little stubby nose here. So if anybody out there knows what that is, I'd appreciate it. I thought initially it was gun money, or was actually sure it was gun money, but the harp gave it away. So yeah, sorry, actually this has turned out to be a very, very long wrap up. But yeah, you can see the bust there looking left. Maybe somebody knows. I just need to Google a bit further, but I think that's your one sitting up against the harp anyway. So that should help. And yeah, I was quite happy with that hunt. This other coin that I can't really identify, again, has a harp. That's the only thing I can really see. So I think that's probably a KG3 Hibernia. And when I wet this, I can't make it out at all, so it's better off being dry. There's the strings of the harp. Going that way. And this side is toast. Yeah. So that was it. The bag seal. The two coins that are hard to identify. The pre-decimal sixpence with the greyhound. I'm delighted with that. 1964. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and let me know if you know what coin that is, with the bust looking left and the lady sitting up against the harp. And thanks very much. On to the next. Howdy, Faith. So just to make this wrap up even longer, I did a bit more Googling, and sure enough, there's my man looking left. Where are we? And there's herself sitting up against the harp, holding up a cross, because this was James II. He was Catholic. Maybe that's something to do with it. I'm not sure. And 1691, so that would make it gun money. It is gun money. That's my coin there, and that is a farthing. According to this. Oh, up the top. Get organised. Remind me to get organised. Ireland, halfpenny, 1691, minted in Limerick. In Hibernia. Yeah, so James II, 1691. Well, probably 1689 to 91. That's amazing. That's amazing. Delighted with that. Right, definitely ended now. Say goodnight, Daisy. Daisy, say goodnight. Yeah, Daisy says goodnight, she's tired. Oh, have a good old stretch there, Daisy girl. Alright, good luck now.